All right. Good afternoon and welcome to this beautiful Thursday and episode 2 of Truly Live with your co-hosts and co-founders, Oliver and Yaulanda Blue. Stay tuned and we will be right back.
There's so many things that I want to thank you for. Lord, I thank you for your grace. I thank you for your mercy, God. I thank you for your love. Thank you for favor, oh God. God, if I had 10,000 tongues, I couldn't say enough thank yous, and I couldn't praise you enough. So in this song, I'll simply tell you I love you. And God, I thank you for everything you've done. Lord, there's so many things that you've done for me. Blessings unconditional, they seem to overtake me. Your hand of mercy proving faithful and true. Jesus, how can I express my thanks to you for your grace and kindness, oh, waging of days. I'll give you thanks, oh Lord, now and always. Oh, I just want to say thank you for your love. Thank you. Thank you for the blood. Thanks to you for all of the times that you brought me through. Lord, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your grace. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me safe. Thanks to you that I can share the good news of a Savior, to give someone a reason just to tell you thanks. Oh Lord, and thank you, Lord. Lord, it's not enough to give a simple praise to the one who has blessed me in so many ways. Nothing I can say or do could really show my gratitude to you, Lord. One God, one love, one faith. To you I give you praise. Three blessed Trinity, you mean so much to me. You shower me with love, even when I turned away. Lord, I could never repay you, so I'll just say I just want to say thank you for your love. Thank you for the blood. Thanks to you for all of the times that you brought me through. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your grace. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me safe. Thanks to you that I can share the good news of a Savior, to give someone a reason just to tell you for your love. Lord, I thank you for the blood. Thanks to you for all of the times that you brought me through. Lord, I thank you for your grace. Lord, for keeping me safe. Share the good news of a Savior. Give someone a reason just to tell you thanks. Oh, Lord, thank you.
Truly, the real you loves you. Truly, the real you loves you. Truly, the real you loves you. Truly, the real you loves you. Truly.
And God, I thank you for everything you've done. Lord, there's so many things that you've done for me. Blessings unconditional, they seem to overtake me. Your hand of mercy proving faithful and true. Jesus, how can I express my thanks to you for your grace and kindness? Oh, agent of days, I'll give you thanks, oh Lord.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for the love. Thank you for all that has been done. Yes. Good afternoon and welcome everyone to tonight's episode of Truly Live with your co-founders and co-host Oliver and
Yaulanda.
we are here and we are happy and we are whole and we are complete. And we have a whole lot of transformation and love to share with you guys tonight. Welcome, welcome. This is game day. I've been excited. I've been dancing. I've been singing all day long. I hope you heard me. But anyway, what a great way to end our day by sitting here in this environment where we are going to raise the vibration in everybody's lives. We're going to. There was a song by Funkadelic back in the day when I was coming up, and it said we're gonna raise the roof off this thing.
Play.
So tonight in the cyber community, we're going to raise the roof. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be lifting all what limitations tonight. So if you come into this space and you have a sense of any sense of limitation in your life, you have any sense of blocks in your life, you have come to the right place. You are in the right place at the right time. And we're happy that you're here.
That's right.
Yeah, that is right.
And I see that some of our patrons are already in the house. So let's go ahead and say hello to Bob and Carol, who were our guests last week, and we so enjoyed their presentation. Well, the presentation was just the business things that they did, but we certainly enjoyed their sharing of
their willingness to share.
Yes,
to come on the, it takes a little courage to come on live broadcast like this, and so we are just so proud of them for coming and not only having the desire to come and to share their life, but to do it in such a great attitude in which they did,
Yes.
and adding to um, what we're doing here at Truly Live. So thank you, Bob. Thank you, Carol. We see another
Um,
uh,
Another patron that's
patrons
on.
on. How you
That's
doing, Sue?
Sue. Hello. She said hello there, peeps.
How you doing,
So
Sue? All right. And we see our friends from the north and our patron from the north. Brenda has come into the house. Hello, Brenda.
hi,
Hope you
Brenda.
had a wonderful day, Brenda.
We're happy that you're here and
We
happy to be with you as well.
yes, we send you love from North Carolina. We send it to you and to your mother, Virginia. And we just thank
Yes.
you guys for being a part of this journey of transformation
Yes.
with us. Thank you so much. So if anyone else is out there that you want to let us know that you're in the house, just please uh, just light up the chat. This is an interactive program, and it's always been Yolanda's and our vision to have a two-way conversation with a lovely community. And so it is uh, it is open for your interaction. That's what the chats are for.
That's what it's for.
All
I'm
right.
having a hard time seeing the monitor.
Is it too far back?
It's too far over.
Over
So
which way? You want it back
that
over
way.
this way?
So how about I
No, no, no.
do I have permission to get out of the seat? Permission to
Hang,
unbuckle.
hang on a second. Let me see here. How can I do this?
I'm going.
All right, go.
Okay. No, I'm waiting for you.
No, you can go.
Okay.
She's going. I unbuckled her seatbelt, and she's going to adjust the monitor. She's the moderator. She's the note taker. She monitors all the comments, so she needs to see clearly. So I gave her an excuse to go out of the classroom into the hallway, but you come straight back to the room. You remember them days when the teacher used to give you a pass to go in the
Oh, look.
hallway?
I can see clearly
Now
now.
the rain
No,
has
the
gone.
monitor's moved.
Yes.
Hello there, Dr. Jill. Thank you so much for joining
Dr.
us.
Jill. Hey, Dr.
She's gonna keep
Jill.
her eyes on the road.
Keep your eyes on the road.
Thank you so much for being with
Thank
us.
you for being with
And
us.
she was the winner of the gift that Bob and Carol shared last week, the Comfort Bird. She was the winner. So,
All right, Dr. Jill, if you have not
yes.
received your comfort bird, you will.
Yes.
And it'll be real timely because I think you guys are getting ready to kick off a new semester. Dr. Jill is a college professor,
Yes.
and I think you guys getting ready to. I think the students start leaving to go to school in this past week.
Hey,
In
hey.
fact, our neighbors across the street, their daughter left on yesterday, and so I think students are beginning to migrate back to these colleges and universities.
So let us say to all of you teachers, this is both on college campuses,
Administrators,
um, teachers, administrators, all of the support staff that are there with our children,
yes,
be that on a college campus, high school, middle, elementary, preschool, daycare, whoever you are, if you are serving our children, we say thank you for your service. Thank you for your impartation into this next generation. We appreciate you.
yes. We say grace and peace be multiplied unto you, because
Exactly.
you're going to need it.
And Bob and Carol said, yes, Teacher Oliver.
Okay. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Carol. Brenda says what?
Oh, look at this. Brenda said just what she was singing, Sunny Day Here. All right,
All
up there in
right.
Canada.
Absolutely.
Some good songs too.
Absolutely.
Oh, and look there. Hello, Naomi.
Hello, Naomi. Welcome,
another-
welcome till tonight episode.
Yes.
Great to see you.
Another patron. Okay.
Wow. Well, tonight, it's going to be a little somewhat different, but somewhat the same. That we want it to be known that we are upscaling, upgrading Truly Live. We have gone through some.
Well, listen. Truly Live is staying on its growing edge, just
Absolutely.
as we are staying on ours. So
Absolutely.
there's going to be advancement. There's that
All the time.
upward
Absolutely.
spiral. There's the expanding.
Yes, but I like to identify certain points in our growth and expansion so that we
Okay.
can measure. You know, if you don't know where you are, how can you measure the distance that you've gone? So that's the purpose of that. Like, what if we didn't have a calendar with months and dates and years on it? How would we be able to measure or to associate?
Well, those of us who have expanded awareness know that we are not limited by time and space anyway. How about that,
I'm
sir?
not gonna I'm not gonna comment on that. But if you're with us for the first time, this is Truly Live, a weekly talk program that was created with you in mind and designed for the sole purpose of helping all those that have a strong desire for personal growth, and those that have a strong desire to uh, experience some breakthrough results in your life, get some different results in your life. And so it was designed with you in mind. So if this is your first time being here, we welcome you. We thank you for being here. This is
And
this,
we were looking forward to being
yes,
with you.
absolutely.
Yes.
And so what we bring here to this broadcast is 32 years of marriage.
32.
32, no
Wow,
longer
that's
31.
right.
We
That's
bring
right.
32 years of
That was
marriage.
last Friday,
Yes,
32.
yes.
Woohoo.
We bring the experience of being parents and grandparents.
Yes.
Uh, we are honored to have close relationships with some phenomenal people,
Phenomenal people.
including you.
Yes.
And we are certified transformational coaches and conference speakers, transformational teachers, spiritual teachers, and also we're co-founders of a uh, personal development company called Truly OBLLC, which we're both are co-founders.
Yes. And truly stands for the real you loves you,
The real you loves you.
because the
The,
real you is
the real you is love.
love.
And so we share on this platform timeless principles, transformational practices, and community access with others who are committed to experiencing a deeper and more meaningful life. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that when we get into our life lessons today. And so we also share our decade, 3 decade plus two, 3 decades plus two of experience from our journey together. And
And
so,
what a journey it's been.
and what a journey it has been. I mean, we've gone from our own experience of childhood to adulthood, and then creating our own life for ourselves,
Yes.
and then this magical thing happened 32 years ago where we came together and joined forces, and so now you got this unique expression right here. This is a unique expression. You can't go anywhere in the world and try to put this together. You can't find it. It can't be found. You can search the world over, but you won't find it. That's
That brings up a different song. That was a hee haw song, I think it
yeah.
was.
And so, and then on top of all of that, we are a well,
Thank you,
yeah,
Brenda.
yeah,
Yes, 32. How wonderful.
yeah. And then after coming together in this partnership, we created in our own family, and we mentored three beautiful children from childhood to adulthood
Three beautiful beings. Yes.
and out the door,
Yes.
and they have started their own lives.
Yes.
And even one has produced a grandchild for us, a grandson. And so
One of the best things he's done.
one of the best things he's done. So these are the experiences we
See,
bring.
that was the voice of a
Yeah,
grandparent.
that's the voice of a grandparent. So we bring these 32 years of experience along with the fact that uh, we've been studying transformation, personal development the entire time we've been together. We have helped so many other visionaries to fulfill their dreams
Yes.
and supported other people's projects and dreams and visions. And then we bring those experiences to the table. And then we also both became certified uh, transformational coaches back in 2017 and 2018.
Yes.
And we started this
Flew out to Los Angeles, California,
one,
and
2, 3, 4, 5,
and
6,
had some
7
very deep, submersive
training.
trainings, some
Yes.
intense training.
Yes.
And then that was followed up with some advanced training.
Yes. And it continues to follow up. Even this week, I'm in a 5-day immersion in a training program with hundreds of others from around the world, just going and taking a deeper dive into understanding the universal principles that we share on the show.
Yes.
And so we're on our growing edge.
Stay on that growing edge.
And so we thank you for being here. And we believe that we attract people that are on their growing edge and have an interest in their own personal development and their own results. And so on top of that, to put icing on the cake, we are a dance loving, fun loving couple. And we have leaned heavily into joy and laughter and a whole lot of fun to help us as we have navigated this thing called life and have been able to overcome every challenge that faced us. We just stand in front of our challenges now. We look at them and we ask, what have you come to do?
What have you come to teach us?
What have you come to teach us? How have you come to bless us?
What is the blessing?
What
that
is the
we would
blessing?
receive
Absolutely.
From this from this encounter. From
Absolutely.
this interaction.
Absolutely. So we didn't always have this attitude, but we learned this attitude over the years. And that attitude is what has continued to cause us to rise up above all that we stand before.
So
And-
what we know now is that we all have challenges.
Yes,
That's just that is what
that's
comes
a
with
given, isn't it?
that comes with the terrain. But now we understand that we can experience those challenges with some intention,
Yes,
with some direction, some
Yes.
clear direction.
absolutely.
And because of that, we receive the blessing in
Absolutely.
everything.
Absolutely. And so here we teach a system of transformation. From the very first episode of Truly Live, we have always had what we call a Truly Life lesson. And our intent, and that's the main segment of these shows, is where each week we're going to teach you something.
We're going to share something.
We're going to
with
share
you.
something
And we're going to invite you
and
to
invite you to consider something, right,
Yes.
that will empower you
Yes.
to live the life that you would love to live. It is possible. And do you want to share with the people our why?
So we want others to know that their life has deep meaning and good purpose.
Yes.
And we help people to consider and pursue results that matter to them so that they live a focused life with purposed attention. Our passion is to help those who remain outside, unknowing, unawakened, and in need of a witness to the truth that is true always. I like that truth that does not have to be bargained or compromised.
Yeah.
But what we love is sharing a powerful message with a powerful people, and that's you.
And that's you. And so thank you for being here.
Yes.
And just want to jump in and acknowledge a few special people. First of all, we always start with those that are near and dear to us, that have supported us in our endeavor, and that is who we call our patrons. And we just so blessed
Yes.
to have people that support not only Yolanda and I, but they support the work that we do. They believe in this work of transformation. They believe in this work of sharing with the world universal principles that can help everybody's life to what become better. Because in transformation, there's good in it for everybody. There's
Yes.
good in it for everyone. It's not a selfish idea, but it is an all-inclusive idea.
Yes.
And that's why we have dedicated our life to the sharing of transformation, as we call it. That's just the term that we use. It's all about growth, and it's all about what? It's all about expansion,
Yes.
living a more expanded, full of freer life. Because this is our life, our time, our energy, our resources. It's our life. You being here, making a choice to be here in this hour, you're choosing to give your life to this endeavor, and so we don't take it for granted.
That's right.
And so we are all about your growth and your expansion. Also, like to acknowledge those uh, that are celebrating a birthday in this month, as well as more specifically this past week, and or an anniversary.
Yes.
And you and I celebrated an anniversary since the last show on August 5th, which was last Friday. Yolanda and I, we entered into year 33. And so we ended year 32. Is that how it works? Or we entered into year 32?
We finished 32.
We finished 32 years and we entered into year 33. So we celebrated last Friday with some of our closest friends.
Oh boy.
Had an awesome time.
Oh boy. Wow.
Yes, it went on for a few days.
So thank you for to our dear friends, the Hawks, Sherwood and Pearl,
and the Montreux Blues,
and the Montrose Blues,
the Montreux
that's
Blues,
Caesar and
Sheila. Yes,
we had a great time.
Had a great time. Thank you for making it special for us.
Oh,
yes,
wow. Yeah, we love those. We love those people dearly,
and we appreciate those of you who acknowledged it by sending us a card or an email or text or letter. Or we really appreciate your acknowledgement,
and we felt your love,
and we felt your love. Yes,
thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Did you have a good time? We did. We didn't talk about this, but we did 32 days of sexy.
Talk about it now.
We did 32 days of sexy for the 32 days.
Whose idea was that?
Well, mine, of course.
It was your idea, right? Have y'all ever heard of 32 days of sexy? If you have, put it in the chat. So yes, but I don't know where she came up with that idea.
Well, it was for our 32nd, first ending the 32nd year. So 32 days out, we started
32 days prior to our
32 days
anniversary date of August 5th.
Of August 5th, we did 32 days of focused love attention. So it was focused attention on our relationship. Okay. And so we did, you could call it, 32 days of sexy was just
was just the title.
Sounded really good, but it was really 32 days of love. And so we just did various things
for each other
during that time.
Yes.
And who doesn't, enjoy having a little special attention.
And it was the small things that you really appreciated I did.
Yes, it was so many things.
The small things, even, like letting her sleep in the morning.
When he was quiet to let me sleep in the morning. Yes, because I generally have to sleep through. It's almost like a band with him being so loud. So, but that
was a great idea, and
something different.
It was something different. When I first heard it, I said, "For whole 32 days." But
I think he thought it was going to be something else.
But Yolanda was very creative, and some of the ways that you inspired me, blessed me. Some of it was just simple things that I really appreciated, and so we were very, very creative during that time.
But it's also just to make certain that you understand that I don't take for granted,
right?
The things that we do for each other that expresses love, and that expresses consideration and care.
Yes.
So those things, and those are lovely and wonderful things.
Yes. We got to do it again.
Sue says she has not heard of 32 Days of Focused Love, Attention, or Sexiness. Well,
Well, you just heard it here
I
live
think
on Truly Live.
I think he got a little. I think he was a little concerned about the sexy, and I told him, I said, well, sexy can be a
Oh,
lot of
it's
things.
yeah, it is.
It
It is.
doesn't
It's
have
a
to
mirror.
do with just one
Absolutely,
thing. So,
absolutely.
but there was some sexy in there too.
Yeah. So you heard it here live on Truly Live.
See, inspired,
And yes, so
and
uh,
you got to benefit from
a
that.
great idea that you can share with your fans, family, and friends. FFF. All right.
Oh,
All right. And finally, we like to acknowledge, and it goes without saying, Yolanda and my parents, Mama Blue and Papa Low. These are the people that uh, was partially responsible for our incarnation in these
well, they were
bodies,
they
in
were
these
certainly the
expressions.
conduit for us getting here.
They were the conduit for their getting here,
Yes, for us getting
and
here.
and they remain here with us, and so
Yes.
we are still inspired by their presence. We're still inspired by their love. We're still inspired.
And my dad is getting
Much better,
stronger and
stronger and better.
improving,
Yes,
and so I'm excited. I'm excited for him.
yes. And Mama Blue, of course, who she's on these shows every Thursday.
Mhm.
Uh, I got to visit with her on Sunday. I had to take care of some of her technology um, blocks, and because Mama Blue is on her growing edge all the time. She reads more than I do, probably. She studies just as hard as I do, and so she needs technology. She appears on these virtual platforms. We have a family Zoom. We have these weekly shows here and other things that she gets involved in virtually with conferences and stuff.
Mhm.
So Mama Blue has to, we had to recently upgrade her technology, her laptop, and I had to go and reprogram,
Had
her
a little
yeah,
bug.
reprogram her laptop so that she can get her daily. She's on YouTube daily, following me on YouTube daily as as I share daily. Some of I share daily uh, some spiritual teachings, but so she's on her growing edge, and so we have to keep up with her, and so we thank Mama Blue, who's going to be, by the way, who's going to be celebrating her 90th birthday in a couple of months.
Yes, in October.
And so Mama Blue ain't no stopping her now. She's on the move. And she's really on the move, because at 90, she's acting like she's still 30. Driving, she keeps her own house. She keeps her own yard, her own, does her own, gardening and flowers everywhere. That she keeps up with all of this stuff. And, she ain't, she is on her great growing edge, and we're proud of her. She is our example, right?
Yes, she's an inspiration.
She is the example that
she's an inspiration.
Yolanda is the example that you're never too young to grow.
Oh.
And my mom is the example that you never get too old to grow.
Oh wow, you did good.
Yeah. So you got this youngster on one end, and you got the veteran on the other end. So I'm surrounded by these two beautiful bookends. And so now you see why I'm so happy and I'm so joyous all the time.
I see why you're grinning all the time.
Grinning all the time. Yes.
Brenda says she loves to watch this garden grow. Oops, I did it again. Hold on 1 second. And she said, inspired by you, Blues.
Well, Brenda, you
inspire us.
You don't know, Brenda, how much you inspire us.
Yes.
And we're so happy. We're so happy that we have partnered and we are on this journey called life together. It couldn't be any other way.
Well, it's a great way.
It is a great way. So, whew,
And
man,
and Sue says you are blessed, Oliver. Yes,
thank
he
you, Sue.
is. He
Yes, we
is.
have some great friends, and
Yes,
Sue is
yes,
one of them.
yes, yes.
So, anyway,
We enjoy our interactions
yeah,
with Sue and Bob and Carol. Those are just people that we interact with, pretty regularly.
pretty regularly.
Diane,
Yes,
another patron of ours. I mean, we do a number of things. We have a few things that we do, and we communicate with each other via text. And we encourage and inspire each other.
yes,
So Sue is another one who is always on her growing edge as well.
yes,
So I love that she's she's always sharing something with us, which is what we love.
yes.
All right, where are we going now?
Well, tonight we're just gonna pause from what we would normally do in teaching a principle. We're just gonna really talk about season 2 of Truly Live,
Okay.
and we just want to share with the community where we are in our thinking and how we foresee the next um, year of weekly episodes to go, and what our intentions are and what our purpose is. And so I just thought we'd just take time out to do that tonight.
I
And then
love to
the
focus
chats are
attention.
open
Yes.
as we go through this little talk, this little chat. If you like to add anything in or ask a question about what you're hearing, just use the chat for that.
Absolutely.
And also make sure that if you're with us as a newbie and or as a regular, make sure that you that you um,
like and subscribe.
like and subscribe.
I
I'm
don't know
sorry.
I don't know if that's what you were where
Yes.
you were going.
Make sure that you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Truly
Yes.
OB. Very important. And
If when you subscribe, what happens is and your notifications are turned on, then you can see whenever it is that we're going live. Oliver does a few little
absolutely
things that he's
little
doing.
impromptu
Yeah.
things, right?
So you'll get to see that. And when
Right.
you like, that helps with the algorithm too.
It helps with the algorithm, yes. And we are also broadcasting live tonight on our Facebook channel, Truly OB, which is our business page. So if you happen to see us on our business page, please like and share.
Yes.
And we thank you for being with us. And you can also use the comment field on our Facebook page in order, and we will get these in here.
So do you have comments for?
I
I don't want to miss anyone.
I'll just leave that there. So, but for the most part, we're going to be exclusively sharing our live broadcast this year on our YouTube channel.
Can you put it where
Yes.
the comments will show? Okay, thank you.
Like that. There you
Thank you. So I am one of the few people that I do not have a Facebook account. I'm actually not on any of the social media accounts. I don't have Facebook, and I don't have any desire to have Facebook.
Man,
I'm too busy.
That would be another
yeah.
distraction.
So I don't necessarily know how to utilize all of this, but I want to make sure
Right.
that we're not going to be missing anyone.
Well, when we started Truly OB 5 years ago, Truly OB LLC is our parent personal development company, which provides coaching services. Is our primary service. Yaulanda and I are certified coaches, and so we are. Our primary service is personal or group or organizational coaching, where we provide service on an individual group level. And
we do this both for personal or professional.
Absolutely. And so when we started the business 5 years ago, we had a strong desire to help others improve their lives in 6 core areas.
Yes.
And these are 6 core areas that we have defined. There are others if you would like to define them, but this is the way we defined it.
Yes.
And we feel like any part of our lives can be placed in one of these 6 core areas.
Yes.
And they are relationship,
time and money freedom,
health and wellness,
vocation or job,
spiritual awareness,
and service.
and service. And so it was our strong desire when we um, decided to start this venture. It was motivated by our desire to help others, and and having gone through our own personal journey from childhood to adults, to creating our own family,
Mhm.
to uh, mentoring our own children, and seeing them move on to create their own lives,
Mhm.
and now wanting to reach out to others to share what we have learned from our own experience and our own study of transformation in spirituality. And so we know, we're what we're talking about here is not something that we read about, but something that we have already experienced in our own life. We've gone through all those stages of life, and so that puts us in a position to talk from our experience, but more so from um, universal principles and truths that we know that was a part of us being able to have the achievements that we had in doing that and getting through that, and we're still having our health and our sanity about us.
Well, what we discovered very early on is that we didn't know
We did not know.
everything, and and yet we had placed ourselves in a position where there were demands that were being made on us,
Absolutely.
and so we knew then that we needed to avail ourselves to some resources, some information that we did not have.
Yes.
So um
Yes, because we had a vision, or we have had envisioned a life that was that was an ex- that was an evolution from the life that we had
yes,
as children. And in other words, each generation should experience life, should evolve, right, into a better, more grander life.
well, one of the things that my mother would say all the time to us was that she wanted us to have a better life than she had. She wanted us to have a better quality of
Right.
life than she had, and so that was part of that. So we did things in our childhood that our mother was never afforded, to
Right.
do or experience, and we did the same thing with our children. They had experiences that we did not have, and now our grandson will be having experiences
Yes.
that no one has had. But so what we know is that there is a lot out there,
Yes.
and we don't know it all.
We don't know it all, and we got to a point in our life very early that we realized that we didn't know it all, and we were willing to go out and find better ways.
Yes.
We were willing to abandon what we knew that was limiting, and exchange that for something that was more expansive, so that we could offer that to our children, and so that
Well,
it
we
is it
we
is
were not willing to accept just
the status quo,
whatever
right?
was.
Absolutely.
We there were desires that we had, there were goals, there were directions that we wanted to go into, and just because we had not had that experience before did not mean that we could not have it.
Right.
We knew that
It
the
was available.
possibility was there.
Right. We knew it was available.
Yes.
And just like in your life, if you have children, it is an intrinsic desire to see them to do better, to go farther.
Mhm.
And that is the natural offspring. That's the natural uh, evolution,
It's a natural projection.
projection
Yeah.
of what we call family. And so we now know that we know this now from our own experience and from what we've studied, that anyone can create a life that they would absolutely love. And so uh, our um, coaching practice, our personal development company was built and based on that knowing. And then um, back in 2021, we launched Truly Live. All right, Truly Live. July.
Truly,
The real you loves you. Yes. And see that, and that got birthed out of us taking the first step, and that is, getting certification, starting a business. So what we're explaining to you is really the process that we teach in our transformational
Yes.
system that we share.
Yes. We
So
were clear
right,
about what we wanted. We
right,
we wrote it down,
right,
and we wrote it down in detail.
right.
And then, as a result of doing that, we came up with the things that we wanted to have with the business. We
Absolutely.
wanted a web page. We wanted it to look a certain way. We had actually thought we were going to be doing a podcast, and then Oliver decided that he was like, well, let's do a live stream. And I thought that would be great. I had planned to be behind the camera. I was going to be behind the stage, behind the scenes, doing all that stuff, and then have Oliver out because he kind of likes the camera and the microphone.
Oh, at the time, I had never been a camera guy.
Well,
I might have liked the microphone, but the camera was new, and I was absolutely petrified of sitting in front of a camera.
so he
You
wanted
may not know that now, but I was.
he wanted a little bit of moral support close beside him, and so I thought, well, I thought I would do this for a few sessions for him to get comfortable, and then I was going to get behind the camera and offer support and stuff. But that is not what
That was not in the
what
plan.
he wanted.
She didn't read the disclaimer.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we launched Truly Live as our main source of introducing ourselves and our work
Mhm.
to a broader audience.
And it was honestly so that we could help more people.
Yes,
To be able to change their lives and to live the life that they want to live a lot sooner.
Absolutely.
Because we know from experience that we don't have to have all of these limiting circumstances
right,
that we've been told all these years, that we can live the life that we want to live, and we can live it now.
right. And just like the world pandemic called COVID-19 caused all of us to make major shifts in our life and kind of change the way the world is and change the way we do things. That was one of the things that helped to fuel us getting Truly Live off and going, because we could no longer have live workshops or events.
Mhm.
So everything went all you all know that we went through that together, and so here we are now, after 12 months and a complete 52 episodes, and we're on a 52 episodes through season 1. We made a huge investment in getting. Let me back up. I say now having completed the 1 year of making a huge investment, which we
Yes,
did,
we
because
did.
it was a
We
huge
made a huge investment.
huge undertaking. In being able to present this show every week in the manner that we present it and in the quality that we present it,
Yes.
a huge investment on our part. However, not an issue, because we had a burning desire. We had a burning desire to help others, and so getting the program stabilized and going through all the growing experiences that we had. To make Truly Live more effective in reaching those who, after going through this year, what we're looking at now is making Truly Live more effective
Yes.
from what we did a year ago, in reaching those who have a strong interest and a desire for personal growth and a life of different results or life-changing results.
Mhm.
Is what we're now envisioning for this second season of Truly Live. So we're even more focused on the audience that we are attracting, that it is an audience of people that have such a burning desire for personal growth and what we would call breakthrough results. Okay. So I asked the question, what are we imagining to be different for Truly Live 2.0? And as we're talking here, um, we invite any of you to use the chat to maybe list a what you liked about season one, what you like about our format, the content, what would you like to see in season two. You can use the chat for that. More of, less of. We welcome your feedback, right?
Yes.
And
So let's start. So let's start this way. Let's start by what it was that you enjoyed about season one.
yes,
If you had an aha moment or something that really helped you
Right.
to be able to,
a particular area that we
Yeah.
spoke about, or a particular guest,
if
or
something
Yeah.
that inspired you to go beyond where you had been,
right,
and especially if it was a place that you had a block
Right.
a block in before, we want you to put that in the chats. We'll start there, and then we'll move to what you would like for us to include for this season that's coming up,
Right.
because we always want to make certain that what we're doing is is effective for you.
right.
Okay, so Brenda has already responded. Thank you, Brenda, so much. She said, we can only imagine. So blessed to go forward with the capacity to join virtually. You know,
Yes.
it certainly does make the it keeps us from being limited by
Yes.
boundaries.
It takes all
and
limitations out. Yes.
it surely
Yeah.
does.
So
Yeah.
so by doing so, we again moved our reach to a global reach,
Yes.
because anybody anywhere in the world can connect with Truly Live through our YouTube.
Our YouTube channel,
uh,
which is Truly
right.
OB, TRULYOB. Let's see. We can put that up on the
Yeah.
here
Go
or
to banner.
here.
Go to banner.
Okay.
Yeah. And so yes, we love this. We love this the cyber community. And what I find and what I'm finding is there are a lot of people that watch the show live and or the replays of the show, but I may not know it, and that's not as important as it is that it's available to people, and people who are who get drawn to this kind of um, energy
Mhm.
find that energy out there, because there's so much and so many uh, expressions of what we're doing that are out here, and so there's many choices, and for us to have the people that resonate with us, that's why we're so appreciative, and we're so grateful that you are here.
Yes. We know that we're going to continue to be talking about awareness because it is so vitally important.
Yes.
To us getting beyond
Yes.
the blocks
Yes.
that have limited us
Yeah.
so in the past.
Right. This
So we will continue to be talking about awareness, so that we can all get to where we
Yeah.
completely understand.
Yeah, because whether we're talking about the subject of awareness or not, every time we get together in this community with these viewers, we are expanding
We
our
are
awareness,
expanding
regardless
our
of what the
awareness.
subject is. It is we come away empowered to be different, to do different, right, and to get different results.
Yeah. Okay, so another one of our patrons has written a comment. Sue says the family feel is very inviting. Non-judgment with all brings me back. More than anything, I can feel the love of your willingness to help everyone. Oh, Sue, thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
That
Sue.
is definitely what our goal was. What we practice in our own life is what we share here. So this is not, we're not telling you to do something that we're not doing ourselves, but we practice all conditional love, unconditional forgiveness. Well, let me put it like this. We practice unconditional love, all conditional forgiveness, because we have just observed over the years that we have conditions for our forgiveness. So we do unconditional love, all conditional forgiveness, and we do practice non-judgment.
And we practice non-judgment.
And the reason is because most of us have already had enough of that.
Right.
We've had enough of that. Where we want to spend our time at is talking about who we truly are.
Right.
And what we know to be the case for everyone
Right.
is that we remain as we were created.
Right.
Does not matter what our experiences were. Those are experiences that we may have chosen to have, and if we chose those experiences and they didn't turn out the way we want, we know is that we can choose again.
Yes.
And that is very, very exciting for me, because we don't have to remain where we
right.
are.
We like the way our
Thank you, Sue.
we like the way our mentor expresses it when she said it's about having a more expansive, freer, and fuller life.
Yes. So, and part of our wanting to come on to do the show was just the overwhelming hopelessness that we saw from so many people that were struggling. And we know that people don't have to struggle.
You don't have to struggle.
So we decided that
and
we
suffer. You don't have to suffer. It's really as a choice that we're making. And the only way out of that self-suffering is to expand your awareness.
Yes.
And so that's what, that, like Yaulanda said, that is the foundation of our intent here, is to expand our understanding. Because where there is no understanding, there is confusion and chaos.
And what happens is so what we want to do here is we want to make certain that we are here to encourage and to support.
Yes.
As we're all going through these different things. We know that we can live a life with great fullness, with joy, with happiness.
Yes.
And we can do that facing whatever challenges
we
have to
Absolutely.
do. We can do that
because we know where it resides. It resides within us.
Yes.
It doesn't reside outside of us, but it resides within us.
So that was our goal. So let's put this one up too. So Bob and Carol said, you use examples often yourselves that make it easy to understand and relate, and a definite yes to awareness. Absolutely. Yes. Well, we can tell you from extreme example about our lives, and we're willing to do that.
Yes.
We've had some great challenges, and we've had some great wins, but and we're willing to share some of those.
Absolutely.
So I agree with you, Carol and Bob. Yes to awareness. Yes, thank you for that comment.
All humanity was created in perfection.
Yes,
but our perfection is not in our journey, in our experiences. That's just our journey and our experiences. It doesn't define us. And it definitely doesn't restrict us. But our perfection is in the fact that, we all are breathed by the one creator.
Yes.
That has created us. And so that's where our perfection lies.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So now, and if you want to put in the comments as well, thank you for those, for sharing those comments. If you want to put in there what you would like to see, and for our patrons, our patrons can always at any time email us or contact us, and we of course will do any of those topics that you guys are interested in.
So we
intentionally don't get involved with too many of the current events that are going on, just because those are events. I mean, yes, they are happening, but we know that
there's enough voices already being put in energy on the negativity and the expression of those events. We choose to use our energy in being a solution and a way out of being negatively impacted by, what happens in the world. What happens in the world is going to happen because, again, a lot of the suffering and the pain that's happening is because of a lack of an awareness.
Yes.
A lack of awareness. And so we choose to use our energy to bring the awareness to a better life, a better way, a better way of thinking and being and sharing and giving and solving. And so that's why we present ourselves the way we do. And so we try to be intentional and transparent about what our intentions are. So just going to share 4 things uh, that we're going to be focusing on this year. And the number one thing that will be is that we will be more specific about our content and our guests so as to target those people in the world, because we're here for anyone that is willing and that who are really interested. So our target is for those who are really interested in personal growth and results. Personal growth and results that matters to them, results that matters in their life. Secondly, we're going to be focusing on.
I'll do that one. So we're going to be using social media platforms in a more intentional way to target engagement and participation. We may not do this daily, but we are going to get
Right.
more involved with that. Now, that is definitely a growing edge thing for us
Right.
because that's not what
Right.
I already told you all, I don't even have any social media
Right.
accounts.
So when we say targeted daily engagement, we're talking about this is an hour-long platform, but during the week, we will show up on different platforms with very small nuggets, tidbits from our show or just from small teaching, so that we can engage other people in a way that they can at least have an entry into us.
So, and it may not be daily, but we're certainly going to
Right.
be making certain that it's more
Right.
that it's frequent.
Right.
Okay.
Thirdly, we intend to eliminate, automate, and delegate some of our daily tasks. Like Yaulanda say, some areas are not our expertise. We're going to be looking to again eliminate, automate, and delegate some of our daily tasks work, so we have more time to invest in creating more engaged content, building our patrons relationship for those that are patrons, bringing more value to that, and forging new partnership with potential guests for our show, potential partnerships with people in our own industry, so that we can continue to build value into Truly Live, so that you continue to have a space that is a growing space.
Yes.
Okay, so all this is done with you in mind.
Yes.
And then finally,
we're going to increase our community. That is, of course, going to be one of the. That's just a natural progression.
Yes.
For what is going on. So, so we'll just increase our Truly Live community. We'll have more people who are, gathered together,
interested
for us
in
to
their
stay
growth.
on our growing edge
Yes.
together and to encourage and inspire each other.
Yes.
All right, let's see. There is a comment here. Let's see. So we'll just read this out here. Maybe a way for those watching to have correspondence with you in case they're going through something heavy. So that we can always be reached via email. And many of you already have our personal contact information, so you of course can do that. Texting is great with me because that's something I can see and respond to and know immediately what has happened. So yeah, we're here to support and encourage however we can.
Yes. And we know that the transformational principles that we are sharing on the show are very helpful in expanding one's awareness of the unlimited possibilities of living a life that you would love.
Yes.
We also know that it's going to take a more personal and focused effort to overcome some of the generational conditionings that we all was a part of, and the paradigms that hold us back from taking inspired actions towards our vision, dreams, and our goals. So our focus will be to help our viewers and invite our viewers to make a more committed decision about their growth and about getting different results in their life, because we know everyone has desires.
Yes.
And desires that are left unattended to the sacred scripture said it makes the heart somewhat what? Sickly.
Yes.
And so it is the desire for all of us to grow. And so we know that this happens more rapidly when one has a real shift in their self image
Mhm.
and our self image, because all of this is about the way we see ourselves or who we like, or what we like to say here on Truly Live is when one comes to discover the real you. That is at the foundation of really all our desires. We want to know ourselves in a more uh, freer, fuller way.
Yes.
And in so doing, and in so coming to know ourselves, we become to understand what our life purposes are, what our gifts are, what our talents are, and how we can contribute. Um, okay, we're getting a little fuzzy there. There you go. And how the camera lost both of our faces.
Oh,
And
wow.
how you can contribute, to the overall awakening of mankind on the planet, because that's ultimately what needs to happen.
Yes.
If the wars and the fighting and all of the atrocities are ever going to stop, it's going to have to stop when we all wake up and understand who we are. We know that identity is a big part of that.
And as we discover who it is that we truly are, what we discover is that is who our brother is as well.
Yes.
And so this is why it is vitally important that we do the work in not only discovering who we are and accepting who we are, but living in who we are,
Yes.
so that we can be that light and encouragement and
Yes.
inspiration for our brothers.
Yes. So those are just some of the intimate thoughts of Yolanda and I, what our intentions are, and where we're headed here with Truly Live 2.0 and
Season 2.
Season 2. But we thank you for being here and sharing your comments. Thank you so much. We do want to announce that we do have an upcoming um, vision workshop scheduled for Saturday, September the 10th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's a 2-hour workshop where we're going to be taking a deeper dive into you. This workshop is designed, especially designed with you in mind. Going to be looking at some such topics as how do we improve our self-image, the image of ourselves. We're going to be looking at paradigms a little bit. We're going to be in a good flow with the opportunity to help all of us grow exponentially when it comes to uh, personal development and it comes to getting results that we want in our life.
So that was Saturday, September
Saturday,
10.
September the 10th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Will be Eastern time.
Eastern time. Now, our vision workshop, this particular vision workshop, is free of charge. However, it does require registration. It does require registration. You asked the question, how do I register? Well, if you are a patron, you should have already received um, a posting from Yolanda and I with the registration link. Very simple. Um, so if you are the patron, just check your patron postings, and you should find a post from Yolanda and I that went out this week with the link to register. We always make it available first to our patrons because they are the ones that support us. And we invite anyone that's not a patron to consider being a patron. And that can be easily done. Yolanda's going to put up the link to how to become a patron. And you say, what is a patron? It's just basically.
Hold on one second.
Go
So
ahead.
there is a question. Naomi says, do we have another workshop on August 28th? That was a date that Oliver had sent out, but there is actually already something on the schedule. So
Yes, we had to adjust the dates, Naomi.
So no August 28th.
Yes, and Naomi, I actually sent you an email this morning and asked you were you aware that the date was changed? Because I noticed that you had already registered
Yes.
when the date was showing the 28th. So we had to change it because of a conflict.
Yes.
And then we had to change it again. And then finally, we found that right date, which is September the 10th.
Yes.
Again, September the 10th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I mean,
From
the 1
11 a.m. to
1
1
p.m.
p.m. Yeah.
And so, if you're not a patron, we're going to have the link for the workshop posted on our Facebook page for Truly OB
Mhm.
this coming week, and we're also going to have it posted on our website. There will be on our front page of our website. There will be an announcement, and there will be a link below the announcement to where you click the link to go in and register for the event.
The quickest and easiest way to stay connected is through Patreon. The patrons get regular communication,
Weekly communication.
from Oliver sends that out. So it's a good way for us to be able to communicate. And that's where, if you have any questions, concerns, anything else, you by all means can
Right.
communicate with us.
And
there.
within Patreon, the patrons can send direct communications to
Yes.
Yolanda and I through
Yes.
Patreon.
Yes. So, and to be a patron, to be a patron, $6 per month.
For a general
For a
patron.
general patron, that turns out to be $72 per year. So I mean, that's one of those things that you can just pay it all at one time, and then it's handled for an entire year. Or you can
Upgrade to be a VIP patron,
yes, a VIP patron,
which is $20 a month
$20
or
per month.
$240 a year.
Mhm. Another
Great value, and
Yes.
it comes with bonus content. It comes with direct access to Yolanda and I. It comes with access and special treatment, like for our workshops and other things that we're going to be doing. So the value is there,
and there have been a number of you have sent a one-time gift.
right.
That is greatly appreciated as well. So I'll just go ahead and, since we're transparent, I'll just go ahead and tell you what we really do with the money that comes in from patrons. We use that as gifts for guests that we come
For our guests.
that come on. So it's what we use in order to promote and progress Truly Live. So that's really what we do with the
Yes.
If it were up to us, we wouldn't do anything. But what happens is, if people don't have skin in the game, if they're not invested, then people have a tendency to not
Right.
Be as engaged.
Right.
So
The first principle of personal growth is personal investment.
Yes.
And you have to be willing to invest in yourself.
Yes.
Because just think, if a person's not willing to invest in themselves, how can you expect someone else to invest in them? And so that's why we strongly encourage people to become patrons, especially if
Yes.
you're a regular. Become a patron, because there is if something happens when you make a committed decision like
Yes. Yes.
that. And so these are all part of the principles that we teach.
Mhm.
And so again, and that is part of our goal this year, like Yolanda said, is to expand our viewership, to expand our patrons, and so we encourage you to take
gonna
that step.
Put this comment up. Naomi says Oliver and Yaulanda are awesome.
Oh yeah,
We appreciate you guys.
yes, we
so
do,
much.
absolutely,
Because you're so encouraging.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate your
Yeah.
support. It's great to have
Yeah.
partners.
Yeah.
It's great to have people that go on the journey
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah. So hopefully, as you continue to partner with us, that you begin to sense freedom in yourself, in your constitution. You begin to sense
A deeper
a
sense
deeper
of
peace in
Yeah.
your life. You begin to open those doors to things that you have closed yourself off to, that you didn't think were possible.
Yes.
Our goal is to help you to understand that there is nothing impossible to you. There's nothing impossible. And so your growth, your development, your expansion your enhanced relationships, your enhanced health and wellness, your enhanced careers or job or vocation, your enhanced spiritual awareness, you know, your being crystal clear about how you want to serve humanity. This is all the things that we want to see flourish in your life
Yes.
from
Yes.
listening to the show.
Yes.
So, with that said, we know we've gone a little beyond the hour, but we thought that this was important for us to take time out instead of just talking about a principle, but to kind of share our direction so that you understand that you are a part of something that is growing and expanding. You are part of something that is going to um, that is going to continue.
Naomi says, if you are a patron, you'll have a wonderful time and a happy new day.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Pay. Thank you,
Naomi.
Naomi. Thank you. So, thank you. Oh my God. All right.
You're
So,
blessed.
with that said,
All right.
we have come to the point where we say that you know, we're glad that we had this time together.
We appreciate you guys being with us. We so greatly enjoy this community that we have. We
Yes.
love you all dearly, and we don't take for granted that you're here. So thank you so much for
Thank you
being
so
with us.
much.
We
Yes.
bless all of you who have joined with us, and we want to bless those. We want to bless you and those that you hold near and dear in your heart.
So, may you be truly happy.
May you live in peace.
May you live in love.
May you know the power of forgiveness.
May you live in the recognition that your life has deep meaning and good purpose.
That's the Dalai Lama's loving kindness meditation. And Oliver and I add to that, may you live in the awareness of who you truly are. We extend this blessing to every being on the planet.
And so it is. Well, with that said, my name is Oliver.
I'm Yaulanda.
And together we are the OK Blues.
I know I have not always been what you want me to be. Even at times I pushed your sweet love away, but you stay right here beside me, never letting me go. Now I know the love I needed was right here all along. I know that love is enough to forgive all the hurt and pain. Love is enough to remove all the guilt and shame. Love is enough to make up for the hurt I made. I know the love is enough. God's love is enough.